HeyGen is the strongest tool right now for building AI avatars. You've almost certainly watched one this week without realizing it. If you don't know how it works yet, you're missing one of the most useful AI tools. So in this video, I'll show you exactly how I personally use it, step by step, including how to create an AI persona like me. Because yes, I'm one that was generated exactly this way. Starting from logging into the platform, go to heygen.com and sign up. The Google login is quickest. The free plan is enough to get familiar with the platform and do a few videos. Sign in, and it drops you straight on the home screen. On the left, open Avatar and then click Avatars, and you'll see two tabs across the top. My Avatars is anything you build yourself. Public Avatars is a library that comes with the account, several hundred ready-made presenters, each with different outfits, rooms, and camera angles. Have a look through those at some point. They're free and some of them are good. But today we're building our own, because a ready-made presenter is someone else's face, and this one's going to be yours. So let's open the My Avatars tab and click New Avatar on the right. A window comes up asking how you want to make one, and there are two ways. The first is cloning a real person, which means recording proper video of yourself with your own audio, so I'll save that one for another day. The second is a virtual character, and that's the one I think works for most people starting out. Hover over it and you'll get two more choices. You can design a face from a description, or you can upload a photo. We're doing both, starting with the designed one, then coming back to the photo, which is the one I actually use. So let's take Design with AI. It gives you a box to describe whoever you want, but there's a shortcut worth knowing. Press Try Now at the top, and you get a set of ready-made prompts to start from. We'll take the baking one. Then the basics underneath. A name. So let's call her Hope. And then age, gender, and ethnicity. Set those however you want her to look. For orientation, I'll pick landscape. And for pose, upper body. Then press Generate Preview and give it about a minute. What comes back is a few of them rather than one. So we'll pick one of those, or press Regenerate if none of them fit. Optionally, you can go back and play with the prompt on the previous page. This one works for me. So I'll take her and save. Now she needs a voice. There are 3 tabs along the top. You can clone your own, design one from scratch, or bring one in from another platform. Any of those will make her more yours if you want that later on. For now, the HeyGen library has a lot to choose from. Press play on a few and listen properly, because the voice changes how she feels more than her face does. There's one called Hope, which matches the name, so we'll take that. Saving drops you back into My Avatars, and this is where everything you make lives from now on. You're not limited to one, so you can build a few and use whichever suits the video. Click on Hope, and then Use in Video. It gives you 3 ways in. Scene by Scene is the full editor, and we'll come back to that one later with my own avatar. Video Agent builds a whole video for you from a description, which is a bigger job than what we need here. So we'll take Quick Create, because it does exactly what it says. Set it to landscape. Then write something short for her to say like, "Hi there, today I'm going to make this beautiful cake with you." Hit Generate. It takes a couple of minutes, and your project appears at the bottom while it builds. Then let's play it.
Hi there, today I'm going to make this beautiful cake with you.
And here we go. We've got a great avatar, making cakes in her kitchen. But there's a lot more control sitting underneath, and it applies to both routes. So let me show you on my own, the one built from a photo, which is what I actually use. Back to avatars on the left, new avatar again, and this time we're picking Upload Photo. That opens your normal file picker. This is the bit worth slowing down for, because nothing on the screen tells you what a good photo actually looks like. You want the eyes clear, the mouth clear, and the face taking up a decent part of the frame rather than getting lost in the background. A sharp photo taken in daylight will beat a moody one every time. Everything that comes after is built on this one picture. Let's add ours. Same as before, it asks for a name. This one's Nova. It takes a couple of minutes to look the photo over. And while it's doing that, the voice window comes up again. So let's just take the same one. By the time you've listened back, the photo's done and your first look is sitting there waiting. Now go to AI Studio. It opens on a dashboard rather than the editor itself, so click New Video. You'll land in 3 columns, your script on the left, the preview in the middle, and everything you can adjust over on the right. So let's put some words in. I'll keep it short for now, just a line or two, because we're going to change some settings before we generate anything. And underneath the box, there's Upload Audio, if you'd rather use a recording of your own voice, and Script Writer, which will draft something for you if you're sat there staring at an empty box. From here, you can swap the voice for a different one, or adjust the one you've already picked. There's stability, creativity, speed, a few others. I'll leave those for you to play with, because what sounds right depends on what you're making. And you can hear the difference anytime by pressing the small preview button on the left, just next to your script. Quick pause. If this is making sense so far, subscribing really would mean a lot to us. Thank you. There are 2 more settings worth a look, and mostly nobody touches either of them: Motion Engine and the advanced settings that sit next to it. Open those up, and you'll find a toggle for more expressive motion, and a box underneath where you can type how you want it to behave. There are some ready-made ones below that too, so you can see how they're named and stack a few together. To start with, I'd just use the toggle and see how you like it. And if that's not enough expression for you, then start playing with the box. The other one is which engine you pick. Avatar 4 is there for everybody, and it's a bit generic. The one I use is Avatar 5, and that's only on a paid plan, but I'll let you choose which one you want to go for. Then hit Generate, same as before. Once you've got it all set up and how to play with it, that's the whole thing. The avatar on your screen right now was made exactly this way. If you've got any questions, drop them in a comment and I'm happy to help. Hope you found this useful, and I'll see you on the next video.